Egg. All right, let's get right into it then. So we're back on the horse with Urza, Lord High Artificer, and his Saga. This deck list is one of two that was published in the most recent deck dump, piloted by Haubidtran. Not sure. Hopefully, I'll find out someday from the man himself, or woman themselves, or they themselves, or whomever they shall be. So what are we doing here? We are playing a almost mono blue Urza deck. I mean, there's 8 white cards in the main deck. So we've got Urza Lord High Artificer, who obviously is super synergistic with a high number of artifacts on your side of the battlefield. He can tap untapped artifacts for blue mana, and you can spend 5 mana to shuffle your library, then exile the top card, and then play it for free. And you get your 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token that is the same size as the number of artifacts you control. And we got staple Emry Lurker of the Loch from Eldraine. Keeps rebuying artifacts from our graveyard from us. We have newcomer, Urza's Saga, and a very large tutor package to go with that. Emry is happy to team up with some of these cards like Aether Spellbomb, Expedition Map, and I think that's it. The rest of them can help you win the game in different ways. We do have a Hex Parasite in here. This is particularly sweet because Hex Parasite's ability here says X and a Phyrexian black, remove up to X counters from target permanent. For each counter removed this way, Hex Parasite gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Now, we're not really interested in this for removing counters from anything in particular except Urza's Saga. So Urza's Saga, the way the Saga will work is that when you tick up to the 3rd chapter, in response to that trigger going on the stack, you can then remove a counter from Urza's Saga with Hex Parasite. You will still get your chapter 3 trigger, but your Urza Saga won't be sacrificed. So it's a nice little 2-card combo. The Saga can get you the Hex Parasite for your 2nd Saga to synergize with, or you could just end up drawing the Hex Parasite early. So it just depends on what kind of game you're in. You can either chain through Expedition Maps or bring out the Hex Parasite and do it that way. So there's a whole bunch of ways to get continuous advantage from your Sagas that way. And then other new cards, Esper Sentinel. This is the first time we're playing it on the channel. This is a white for a human soldier artifact creature. Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card, unless that player plays X, where X is Esper Sentinel's power. We don't have any way to boost the power of this except for Shadowspear, but that's fine. We're mostly just looking to inconvenience our opponent's early game removal. And we've also got Dispatch from New Phyrexia. This is a Metalcraft card, so it says white, tap target creature, or if you control 3 or more artifacts, exile that creature. It's actually pretty easy to get 3 artifacts in play in this deck, so that should be good to go. And Metallic Rebuke is a 1 mana counter if you have enough artifacts in play. So it's blue with Improvise. It's a total of 3 mana, so you can counter target spell unless its controller plays 3, so it's mana leak. But you can also tap 2 artifacts to reduce the cost to just the single blue. And then we also have newcomer, the Muldrifter of Affinity Thought Monitor. 6 and a blue for 2/2 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. We've got a few sideboard cards for different matchups. So let's get rolling along. Hey, how's it going, Demir for life and Larynx Punchworthy? Have you done the Lantern stream with Saga yet? I think having Shredder more available might makes the green black the better version due to symmetry. Scheming symmetry. The good versions of green black that I've seen so far and played against, maybe they just didn't draw scheming symmetry in any of the games I played against them, but they're not playing scheming symmetry. I think scheming symmetry is largely a bad card, and I think you don't need them anymore now that you have Saga. Like you definitely don't need to play something as bad as scheming symmetry when you have Saga now. It's not that scheming symmetry has a downside, it's that it's like one of those classic card disadvantage tutors, which is not really where you want to be most of the time, unless what you're doing for the card disadvantage is super powerful. Whereas now you just get like a free tutor for 0 or 1. So I think it's probably better to go without. But I haven't played it yet. I will. Hey, listen, I mean, that's the kind of thing that's going to happen when you go all in on a card like that. It could have been amazing, and then you would be set for life. The blue-black version is the best because of like Drown, but I have no idea in the slightest. Yeah, I haven't really seen too much of a blue-black version, unless it's the one that had Emry. I really don't like versions of these decks where you play like 3 or 4 creatures only. That seems really negligent to me, to the safety and well-being of your creatures. Like, you either want to play no creatures or heavily into creatures. Bring the Emry after sideboarding, then out if there's a game 3. Yeah. Exactly. Like, that's a great fade, however you want to think about it. Yeah, exactly. With the downside being that like a lot of decks in Modern just have like cards like Bolts and Lava Dart and etc. that just give them reach. In addition, you think Zan is playing the blue-black version a lot? Okay, well I gotta look into that. All right. How's our first opener? Slow. Not awful. So we've got Rebuke on 2 plus the Saga. Seems good. All right. I'm going to lead on Adarkar Wastes. Just because I'm a little wary of playing Glimmervoid. I think there's enough people who are sort of aware of the Saga decks at this point that there might be more main deck hate floating around than we've previously seen. Oath of Nissa. So that usually means some kind of Felidar cat combo deck. Teferi Time Raveler. Could be lots of Planeswalkers too. We'll put down the Saga this turn, Glimmervoid the next turn, and then probably a tapped Razortide Bridge on the third turn, I guess. So, not an explosive hand from us, but just slow and steady. Fetch. Okay. I'm pretty incentivized to counter anything for 2 mana here. Because while I know they have Urza in their hand that they want to cast next turn, and it will be able to mess with me a little bit, if I don't play the Rebuke now, then I'm forced to do it in the middle of this turn. And in the middle of this turn, what I want to be doing is putting my Construct into play off Saga. If they play Teferi and they want to bounce my Urza Saga, I get to make the Construct and attack down the Teferi. They didn't have a land. Okay, so that wasn't really something I was considering as a potential upside, but it certainly was. I believe we call that winning. So Zephyr Boots is an oft unseen equipment. This is from Strixhaven. It's gives the equipped creature flying, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and discard a card. I think this is mostly just that it's a 1 mana equipment that gives your creature flying. That's why you're playing it. So make a construct. Gosh, what are my best? Do we have a Springleaf Drum? We do. I think that's what I'm getting this turn. Or I could Needle Teferi preemptively. So the question is, what am I more interested in? Needling Teferi sounds pretty good. And then I can attack for 4 this turn and just start beating down. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help us in against certain things they could have, but Just being able to shut down Teferi. And Teferi is likely the only planeswalker they have that can remove the needle. They might be playing Nahiri. That doesn't get a untapped artifact. Play the bridge. Attack 4, 5. Your wall has no power here. Path to exile. Crap. Roybert. What is up, my dog? Oh, Ephemerate. Wasn't expecting the Ephemerate from the Planeswalker deck, but I guess it makes sense. Especially if they're looking at cat combo. They still haven't banned the Saga? It was funny, Cave Dan was even needling me the other day, because I guess he caught enough of some stream where I was complaining about people complaining about Urza Saga. Oh, Prismatic Ending, no! I forgot about Prismatic Ending. Yeah, that's bad news. Well, that sucked. Urza. Oh, he was just like, look, Zach, it's your favorite card when the opponent played the Urza Saga, or something along that line. Would I rather equip this than play Emry? I have 4 artifacts in play. Thought Monitor currently costs 3. I could play Monitor into Emry here, rather than trying to attack down the Teferi. And the Teferi I largely don't care about at the moment. I think it's probably better to do this. Just like go big on the board. Yeah, Jiggy got me the old border Urzas, and they're just everything. Oh my god, just be still my heart. We might be able to try to kill them next turn, we'll see. Yeah, I have 3 out of 4 old border remands. It's a little tilting, but the face-to-face website at the time didn't have them. The really upsetting thing, though, Roy, is that old border Teferi is in paper is only available in foil or etched foil. And when I checked previously, the etched foils were like $250. They might be more, or they might be less. I don't know. That was like a pre-order price. Skyclave my Urza. Yep, that's just definitely a thing that is the way the Magic is now. If they don't have white mana here, though, I can exile the Skyclave, get a 4/4, and start really going to town on them. So this is totally fine. In fact, we should be able to mess them up really badly this turn. Esper Sentinel. Can I kill them? I think I can. In fact, I'm like 99.5% sure they're dead. They're dead. They're 100% dead. Turns out my mid-range deck has a sick beatdown plan. They look very dead, yeah. Hey, look! More removal. Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, is my opponent dead? Sometimes players are dead. Sometimes by a lot. Let's find out. Oh my god, it's a dispatch! Get him, boys! How does this deck win? Alright. It looks like my sideboard isn't particularly well set up for this. I definitely want another needle. I think that's it. I honestly think this is one of those matchups where it's just like, no, we're good. We're good on this one. We don't need help here. You had your doubts? Oh, this is from Haubidtran. He's a very good Urza pilot, and he 5-0'd with 2 lists, so we're going to play both of them tonight. And they are almost identical, except one has a white splash and one has a red splash. But the core that he figured out, this sort of white Urza midrange thing, is very, very strong. It's not as fast as Affinity, but it can grind like a mother. I have a question. No, lukewarm. Mayonnaise is not a win condition. What if it's a Mexican mother and she's putting together the masa harina for some tortillas? Phoenix with the Okay, but what if it's a Mexican mother who grinds her masa harina for tortillas, but is also a stripper? Eh? Now I gotcha. Where's your big brain? Wait, hold on. That's not how this conversation was going. All right. Seems fine. I actually don't need the Spellbomb in the early game. They're probably just playing like mana creatures and stuff, so just having another dig is probably better. As long as it's not a Sunday stripper. I thought like Tuesday afternoon was the to be avoided zone. Tuesday afternoon is the D squad, and I'm not talking cups. Yeah, I suppose like probably near airports is generally of a higher quality. So like if they have Ren and 6 here, I get to draw a card if they want to kill my Sentinel, which is pretty good. Bama. Yeah, Hawaii. Well, I would assume most like destinations would have pretty consistent things. So okay. So I knew they draw. I know they drew Prismatic Ending here. Okay, so they just ported themselves to bolt my Sentinel. That's fine. I'm not thrilled about it, but it's fine. Kiki Jiki. Okay, not cat combo. Yikes. I guess this is the problem with playing 23 lands sometimes. But that's okay. The way this hand comes together, we should be able to get Urza in. Yeah, we should. Would you say they work hard for their money, Freak? So hard for it, honey? Don't ask why I know. Well, I got a feeling. I don't know, like I was friends, or my quote unquote ex-wife, who we were not married, but my quote unquote ex-wife was a bartender, a really badass bartender, among other things, and I feel like she's friends with some strippers. Like bartenders get the stories, so it's not necessarily like you were dating a stripper or something like that just to know a piece of information like that. Haha! Fear my 1/1. They don't seem afraid. Roy, stop it! Stop them! They're not afraid. Okay. So let's go get something. You just have to know a lot of strippers, or that you could just that could be the answer. Oh, Zephyr Boots actually comes in handy here. So I play a land, I play Urza, tap the boots and the new construct to suit up the old construct. I could also just use that with Springleaf or with Shadowspear, but Zephyr Boots lets me rummage. It's actually useful. Okay. Huh, we've got what, Mask of Memory? Does anyone have the Urza's? No, not Urza's. Does anyone have the Mirrodin spoiler? Just ready. Anyone got anyone have the Mirrodin card list here? Is it ready to go? The Mask of Memory. Okay, got it. It's like the Mask of Memory is a more. Jeez. Okay. Well, gee, which of the lands in my hand do I want to? Okay, so they have a Dranith Magistrate against an Urza deck. So like, I can't spin Urza, but ooh, that's rude. It's not that bad though. I mean, I lose 6 power, but like they're not doing anything. I still got my boots and cats and boots, cats, boots, cats, boots, cats, cats. All right. Let's go equip swing and then see where I'm at. If I play Citadel, I have 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I could just play a Thought Monitor this turn, and that puts me just up 2 cards flat. So that's better, right? So 4 mana, 1, 2, and then 5. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do that then. Hey, opponent, I'll spin my Thought Monitor. Take my Thought Monitor for a spin. Jeez. Well, that's a hand of Magic the Gathering cards. They still have the Prismatic Ending in their hand. Are these Zephyr Boots made for walking? I mean, they're clearly made for flying. Well, I don't know if that's what they're made for, but that's certainly why they're being used. So if someone is misusing school property, I want to know about it. Signed, Urza, High Lord, Dean of being a stickler. Saheeli. Sure. Plus. Okay. I can almost kill her. That does not help me kill her. I'm a damage to a player. Okay. Oh, this is awkward. So let's suit up Urza. So they don't have their next land yet, but they scryed. Where did they scry? They scryed bottom. So they maybe not able to find the land. In either case, I don't think attacking Saheeli. Maybe I attack Saheeli for 2. Yeah, let's do that. And then attack the opponent for 1. Just to get the rummage. And then I can kill Saheeli next turn if they don't cat combo me to death. Jeez. Boy. Anyone know John Avon's number? I can call him up. Just tell him to retire. It's just, doesn't need to worry about it. Gold. That's like boomer Bitcoin. Yeah. Stripping sounds like OnlyFans, but with extra steps. I love that. Lightning bolt. Rats. Okay. Bet I wish I had that, oh, they went bottom again. I bet I wish I had that, Aether Spellbomb now, don't I? They had a breeding pool. Recruiter. Oh, right, they're on Kiki. Oh, they're probably on both, right? They're gonna put Cat in their hand now? Yeah, okay. Alright. Take my 1. Doge to the moon. Seriously? What is this crap? My opponent's name is Comic Sans, but perhaps I am the joke. Well, you're a little late. Can you at least draw the good lands? Yeah, where are the Sagas at? Clearly, I should have fetched up... Why aren't we spinning Urza? Good question. So I can spin Urza, but I can't play the spells. So Spellbomb breaks up cat combo. Now they can use Saheeli to copy, yeah, Recruiter, and then get Kiki Jiki, I guess, or something else. Maybe some kind of artifact removal. No, it breaks up a Kiki combo too. I could kill the Saheeli now too. Although if they play the cat, they flicker the Saheeli, and then maybe they copy a Recruiter because they know I can break up their combo. Oh, yeah. Drannith Magistrate had a high point with Uro and Companions. And then when they fixed Companions, they broke how Uro... Sorry, they broke how Drannith Magistrate interacts with them. So it doesn't do that anymore. Yeah. Do it. Poing. All right. Alrighty. We got 2 shots here. 2. I'm winning this race. Although not by much. Goddamn Drannith Magistrate just really giving me the business here. That's a hilariously good draw. Thank you, deck. Oh, so kind. All right, I'll take that too. So ditch that, play. I don't even know if I need to play either of these lands. Although I guess it'll pump my construct. So let's go tap for black, and then target here. Pay 1 and a black. See ya. Remove up to a counter from Saheeli. Click Saheeli to remove a counter. What? Oh, it's up to. Interesting. So you can pay any amount of X, but then remove less than X? That's okay. Actually, I would like you to choose how many you'd like to remove. Do I have to say all of them? Yes. Okay, so they're dead on board. Good luck, OP. That's why Hexam's... No. I knew you could target something that didn't have permanence or didn't have counters. Blitz, I just assumed you had to remove up to that many, assuming it had that many, right? Just because it's just like it's such a weird... Yeah, of course. Monkey parasites to the moon, I guess. The moon. I think they should just get their Recruiter here.
Yeah, I'm a monkey. Give this monkey what she wants.
Boot up the Parasite? The Parasite's already booted up. It's going to kill our Saheeli. Don't worry about it. I just don't want to take more damage right now. And also, I get to boost it on attack and hit them for 2. So... They don't know what they're doing. Gets Eternal Witness. That is so freaking slow. I'm sorry. I thought this was America, opponent. I thought this was America. Score! Yes, kill them. Something good, something good, something good. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Not necessarily this turn, but that is a good draw. I'll hold on to it just in case I need it. Like I could spin Urza once here, but I'd rather have Rebuke and Dispatch. I think Rebuke is just gonna win this game. It's like one of the silliest things you've seen on this channel. Oh, come on now, really? I think I've done better. Prismatic Ending. The flying equipment. Oh, you think you're so smart, don't you, opponent? Don't you? Yeah, I would really rather you didn't, though. Boop. Denied. Denied. I feel like I think we've done plenty of funny stuff. Rats. All right. Something good, something good, something good, something good. I'll take it. Do I force them to chump block? I feel that I should. Like, losing the Hex Parasite at this point is just probably not relevant. So I put them to 1. If they have Teferi, that's not good enough. There's basically no out. And if they find the Kiki, like, they don't have a combo card with it, and they just die. So, I think we're okay here. Can we talk about how good those damn boots were this game? That was crazy. That was, like, actually big deal. Spin again? Oh, I could have spun again. I think putting them to 1 is important, though, Alex. Because it doesn't seem like they have a lot of cheap creatures. Like, they did have Wall of Omens in the previous game, but, like, they haven't searched anything cheap. They don't seem to have, like, any mana creatures or anything at all. So this puts them in a real squeeze. If they want to play a non-creature spell, I'm going to draw a card, or they're going to have to pay extra mana for it. So it's like, seems pretty good. Okay, you need a second one. You need a second one. Got him. Thank goodness they don't have white, white, white. Well, it says at the beginning of their upkeep, Roy, so they wouldn't be able to do that right now. Oh, thank you. Wow, we were just never getting out of that flood. Supremely mediocre. Which is more insulting, the gold standard of mediocrity. I can agree with that. The stainless steel standard of excellence. Like me, it's not pretty, but it gets the job done. There are so many fantastically cool cards in Modern Horizons 2. There's a removal spell called Lens Flare. There's a mirror that's also a clue. Like, it's literally has the type clue. Freaking love that. Yeah, I'll keep this on the play. Last game I drew nothing but lands, so we should be good, right? All right, settle down there, Moto. It's okay. I'm not gonna push you so hard. Subtlety. Nope. That's a hand. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. Non-creature spell. Non-creature spell. Rats. All right. What kind of nonsense are we seeing here? Thin ice. Okay. Do you want to draw more? Not yet. It's a touch awkward. This one, not so much. That's good. Get in there, Esper Sentinel. You truly are the king of kings. I was just worried, Roy. I wanted the backup Bauble on deck. Just kind of like I didn't need to. Yeah, it's a human. Yeah, we've seen someone play it in humans. They put counters on it with Thalia's Lieutenant and everything. Robots. 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 Please play Teferi Time Raveler. Please play Teferi. I want to draw 2 cards. Dose. I draw 2 cards, man. Just a Sentinel. I'm gonna draw 2 cards, man. Anyone else remember Fruit Breezers? I'm assuming in the States they probably had a different ad campaign. Zephyr Boots literally won us the last game we played. So it could have been another card. I could have fetched another card, or did I draw it that game? But I think it's pretty okay. God bless my. God bless this modern. May I draw several cards? Or do you have other things you wanted to do this turn? How's your 1-mana removal treating you there, opponent? Good? I hope good. Oh, opponent's new to Magic Online, I guess. Alright. Yoink.
Yoink!
My untapped one. You bastard. I'm gonna hold the other Bauble still. I don't need to draw anything in particular right now, so good draw. A great draw, but a good draw. And eventually, if they remove this Sentinel, I get to put in EE on 1 and pop the Thin Ice plus the Hierarch. Obviously, I could put the threat in right now of it, but I'd rather make the construct this turn cycle. And again, at instant speed, so they could play an Urza and bounce my Saga that's on 1, but then my Saga on 2 pops at a construct. I'm sorry, I mean, I'm oppressing them! Oh my. Oh my. This is gonna be fun. Might have a good time here. Might be a good time. Oh, they split it up. Very smart. You don't want them both on the same land. Apart from Damnation, what color shifted removal spells does Modern have that are playable? Well, Sunlance, obviously. What's it called? The in before bounce Bauble. Well, I have the Saga though to make a construct, so they would need to bounce the Saga and do something with the construct. Okay, so if they have Ice Fang, it doesn't have Death Touch. Holy jumping. Okay, so first of all, on the bottom. So I'm not going to cast Urza this turn because they're really like just sitting there licking their chops with this something. I think what I'm doing is going pop out Construct, fetch up Hex Parasite. Hex Parasite stops me from sacking this Saga, but then it will lead to an endless stream of value. So that then they have a lot of stuff they want to deal with on my side of the battlefield. It dies to EE. Yeah, you're right. So does everything I get here. I guess I get the Bauble. How do we pay for Hex Parasite? Phyrexian Black. I don't need to pay for it this turn. I need to pay for it next turn. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can get here that doesn't die to the EE is a Bauble. Yeah, I know. We are planning to put an EE on one. If I get Springleaf Drum, it lets me play an EE on one this turn and then pop it next upkeep or something. But I really don't want to get stranded on lands right now. Yeah, my EE. I could just get a Bauble, but like that feels wrong. I think Hex Parasite is fine. We'll see where we end up. Although, yeah. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll go Bauble. Smash! Ice Fang. Yeah, you're probably right, Blitz. Oh, I like the original EE better. The original EE has that sort of classic Magic thing in my mind of accurately showing what the card does. So in this case, you have this like random human Auriok dude who's striding through all of these like artifact Loxodon that are all getting blown up. And it's just sort of like reminiscent of the fact that they had the Thin Ices. Their Ice Fang had Death Touch there because they had the 2 on Thin Ice. They're snow enchantments. That's funny. They didn't realize. Unless they have a sword here that they want to play and equip and attack with. Rats. Okay, we're in big trouble. I was ready for Teferi on 3, but not for Teferi on 4. Oh no, I was ready for Teferi on like 2. Whenever that was. Nah. This is really awkward. Although, it can turn out alright. So we float the 2. We get Springleaf Drum, tap the Construct, play E on 1, pop the E on 1, get my 2 Esper Sentinels back. Oh god. Yikes. Well, I can freely pop these baubles now. 2 fairy? Are you referring to Stoneforge Mystic as 2 fairy? Huh. I guess I can get behind that. They've got a Misty Rainforest on top and the same Misty Rainforest on top. Okay. It's the old brain box. Using Springleaf Drum on Construct is... Okay, good. Okay, so floats. Floats. But I have to get a 0 again? Gosh, this is so shitty. Our inability to draw lands early and their ability to take apart my board. Kind of a huge pain. And they got the third snowland, so now even if I blow up the thin ices, they're going to have a death touch blocker. Well, no use crying over spilt milk. Bant has got to be a pretty crappy matchup for us. What heathen spilled their milk? Surely not me. Don't call me Shirley. Alright, get my stuff back. Wee! I'll trade my construct for the Ice Fang here if they want. Because I want to deny them the flyer. It's probably okay. Well, I'm not gonna count on that Gato just because they've proven themselves so capable of just totally dismantling my Esper Sentinels. I mean, they had a turn 1 Noble Hierarch. That's really all it was. And then they were able to just... Oh, they already have Cauldron Complete in their hand, don't they? That's why they didn't go get it. I always assume that they're getting Batterskull because they think it's better, but it's always because they just had it in hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a land. Artifact land is preferable. That is useless. Yay, Teferi. Okay, there's nothing I need to do this turn. So we just pass here, unfortunately. Yeah. The other game we flooded out and we managed to play through. This game I've been mana starved the whole time and I just can't do anything with it. No, they really are dropping in the Batterskull like that. Huh. Wild. They didn't have or didn't want the Cauldron Complete. I guess they maybe were worried about their life total. Yeah, I think going all the way back to the 3rd or 4th turn of this game, where Blitz was saying it was probably wrong of me to make the second construct, I think I can get behind that. Seems like it hasn't worked out in my favor. You fetched. Can you play a non-creature spell, please? Ice Fang. Shit. Oh no. They have a sword. Oh yeah. Or oh my god. Well, at least I'm not worried about dying. Who needs to worry when death is right there for you? Good for them for their sequencing. I was thinking about whether like it was possible they were doing that, and I was like, I've never seen any player in the world have a Cauldron Complete in hand and not drop it in first. But I think I've done it already, so that's incorrect. E on 0 lets us attack Tef if they don't have it. Yep, that is possible. I think I sack Bauble here because finding an artifact land gets me a Thought Monitor in theory. But all this mana up, and they haven't played a counter all game. I'm not feeling confident about that. Although I'll get to draw cards. Fine, whatever. Please counter this, please. I would like to draw several cards. God damn it! Why are you like this, opponent? Why are you like this? They're gonna have Ice Fang. They had a counter, and they're also gonna have Ice Fang. Check it out. I'm ready to lose. That's okay. We'll take 2 and or 3, or we'll just lose the match. Either way, we just ended up land starved couple more lands in the right spot would have totally greased the wheels and taken this game in another direction. So now they can batter skull up their germ. So they can put me to 1. If they have a sword, it doesn't matter because they need to use all their mana. Oh, alright, we're dead. They're gonna Plague Engineer? Yeah. Yeah. That would be great. They sideboard in Ignoble Hierarchs for the Hierarchs and Plague Engineer. Dying to Bantblade. Man, we were so ahead on cards in hand many turns in the early game, but just because I got choked on mana, which couldn't do anything. Stub is not good. Metallic Rebuke's fine as long as they don't get the Teferi through. Pithing Needle's fine, because having 2 Pithing Needles to hit the Stoneforge is good. Disenchant's not useful. I mean, it's fine, but it's not necessary. Yeah, that's fair, Gato. I was just thinking of something funnier. We do have Dispatch. Just didn't draw any of these. Man, that sucks. Yeah, we had a lot of outs there. It's actually really annoying. Okay, Shadowspear is probably okay. Same Zephyr Boots. Same with that. Hex Parasite's definitely good here. Map's fine. EE seemed less than great, just because their casting costs are super diversified. Obviously, fetching EE is less... Well, maybe I should have kept the second EE. Being able to blow up a bunch of Thin Ices is pretty good. Although Thin Icing my constructs doesn't get me anything, so... I don't know, we just need to draw better than that game. That was pretty atrocious. Saying EE out loud makes you feel like a monkey. Like that? Huh. Well, that's a hand. I can't turn 1 Emry. Think I keep this, go turn 1 Parasite? Does that make sense? I think I keep this. Oh, E. I see. Maybe keep this, go turn 1 Parasite to try to soak up the removal. Opponent goes for a mull. 1. So am I supposed to lead on Darksteel Citadel here? Because I'm not using... No, because if I draw another color source next turn, I want to play Sentinel and Emry. I want to keep this Bauble for a bit to... Do I? Maybe I don't. I don't need to. No, this Bauble I can cycle freely. I don't need it for anything with this hand. What is taking them so long with this? Oh, it's just putting into play tapped. I haven't seen a tapped breeding pool on turn 1 in so long. Good lord. Okay, no colored mana. All right. Oops. Milled over Shadowspear. We have the Mishra's Bauble and a Thought Monitor. So if they don't remove my Emry, she's going to be a house. And they can't... what's it called her this turn? Prismatic Ending. They can Thin Ice, though. Hey, look, a snow-covered plains. I wonder what they're going to do. Oh, look! Ah, it's really frustrating. Rats, come on. I feel like I'm supposed to needle to fairy right now. No, I don't need to needle to fairy. I have a Hex Parasite. Let's just needle Stoneforge. How confident are you in this mana base? I didn't build this deck, so this is my first league out with it. It seems fine, generally. I want to say there's 10 plus white sources. Although there's a number of them that enter the battlefield tapped on turn 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? It's not that high. I think 14 would be better. Needs 4 Prismatic Omens? Prismatic Omen? It's not the card that you're not saying the card I think you are. 1 green enchantment. Okay, good. Yeah. Just checking. Well, the thing about that, Roy, is Astrolabe doesn't work well with the artifact lands. There's no snow artifact lands yet. But just you wait for Modern Horizons 8. We're all out of ideas. The 3 mana open here. I have enough artifacts for dispatch. So let's just attack, see what's up. Ice Fang. No Ice Fang. Okay. Right. Brazen Borrower? And then next turn go land, play, equip, sword, swing. Ice Fang. What are you? What? Okay, well. 2 modern, 2 horizons. Oh, hey, Ghost. How you doing? Hope the world is treating you well. Getting thrashed by Bant Blade here. It's not pleasant. Good thing I don't have EE here. What if I wanted to cast it? God, screw this card. I'm so disappointed in you. See, so someone else said this the other day. So that's Jund midrange? You're saying you got beat by Jund midrange instead of red-green midrange? Need Steel Overseer. Are you saying you got beat by black white? No. Red black mid-range splashing white for Vindicate. Oh wait, this is not good here. I mean, it's not bad, but not good. I mean, I can cast that. It's probably better than Dispatch at the moment, unless they hit Stoneforge. Yeah, I gotta ditch the Sentinel. Gosh, this is not working out so good. I mean, I guess if they they didn't play anything. Normal Ponza red green, but added K commands. Yeah, so Jund midrange. That's funny. Yeah. Red green midrange, but adding black, so it becomes Jund midrange. Kolag Gonza. I don't want to look that up on the internet. I do not. Jeez, what are they doing over there? All right, I guess it's a staring contest. Colagonza. Yeah. Well, this Metallic Rebuke's looking mighty weak. Saga would have been a good draw anywhere along the way here, but not so far. Especially with the Hex Parasite in play already. Oh, great. Another Esper Sentinel. Thanks, deck. Thank you. Glad you've got my back. It's actually not going too bad. I wonder if they're clunking up on a bunch of expensive equipment. They have 7 mana now. They could play Cauldron Complete. Which would be pretty funny to see. Hard cast Cauldra. There you are. Was that so hard? They can't instant speed a Cauldra. I guess if it hits me once, I'll probably be okay. They're gonna counter this, huh? Sorry, what now? You're playing spell? This kind of Bant Blade. Oh, and they've got Teferis. Well, this is gonna suck. Yeah. Well. Yay! Yay, magic. Can exile the Queller. Yeah, we can. We can. I'm just worried about what happens in the interim while I don't have white mana available, Roy. That's all. I agree this is not the end of the world at all or anything, but it's just frustrating, and it's like it's bad tidings because they have a lot of mana, so if they finally draw action, it's like really problematic, right? Oh, no. Are you kidding me? I'm at 19. Like, no. Even if they put in a Cauldra there, I wasn't going to scoop anytime soon. It's just, like, scary. Scary. It's threatening. I don't, whatever you want to, however you want to slice it. No, keep tapping! More mana! You're such a jerk. All right. Well... I mean, do I want to mana leak this? I might as well, right? Because I'm not... Well, no, I have the Hex Parasite, so if they try to... 1, 2, 3, 4... If they plus it... Gosh, that's a lot of mana. I think I do want to mana leak it. Because that... No, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't help me. It helps them, but it doesn't help me. Don't you just kill it with Parasite? Yeah, if they plus it, Jig, though, it costs a lot of mana. I don't have enough mana. If they bounce my Saga now, I'm, like, really behind. And now I can't play Rebuke, right? Okay, this is fine. This was not a play I was expecting them to make. This seems poor. I'm guessing they have another one. That's why I would make this play if I were them. But they're going to get got by that, which is... No! It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I paid an extra 2 life, but it'll be fine. I did not pay attention to the prompt. God damn it. Sorry. Yeah. I know. I know. I'm just annoyed because I lost an extra 2 life there, and the damage race is going to happen soon. Took my eyes off the prize. I think they were better off. I think they were better off plussing the Teferi there. Oh, they're going to play something. Okay. Can you play? I'll still do it. It's easy for them to have a counter, but at least this helps. One, it helps me resolve my spells next turn. And if the counter does work, then I get to keep them from fetching up the Cauldron Complete or whatever they want. Not that that's like thoroughly problematic. Like if they get through here, I'm not really worried about it. I mean, I suppose it depends on what they get with this. Yeah, they do get Cauldron Complete. I can always get a second Needle once I get the Hex Parasite going and turn off the Cauldron Complete once I exile the Germ. Okay, so it's fine. Draw. Oh! Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. Urza coming through in the clutch here. Now, do I want to exile the Spell Queller now? They throw in the Cauldra, but then I can grab Spellbomb and then... No, I probably just want to let them spend their entire turn putting Cauldra into play, thinking that it's going to be really relevant, and then we blow them out. I like it. I could have equipped the Zephyr Boots there, but I think I want them to think that I want the construct. So what I'm hoping for is they go tap 7 Cauldra. That is best case scenario for us by far. Stoneforge being off is great here. Oh, they're going to bounce the Needle. So I think I have to exile the Stoneforge. They land their Teferi. I can kill it with Hex Parasite. They could bounce their Queller with Teferi. So I guess if I'm okay with Cauldra coming in once, could do that instead. Prevents 2 damage, but I take an extra 3 damage. I think that's okay. Could also throw the construct in front of it because I can make more constructs over the next several turns. I really hope they don't have another counter. Okay, good. Doesn't change much. It changes a bit. Can we just let it resolve and then decide? No. Because then I can't play the Dispatch because they have a Teferi. Yeah, they're bouncing the Needle. Okay, so let's just do this now. Eat the Fairy using the Parasite and then use the... Yeah, but... I guess you're right. Oh, you're so right. If they'd gone for the play I was suggesting, I could have blown them out with that. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I screwed up. I didn't think through it all the way. All the way. All the way. I still think we're in a good spot here. Because I can Needle Cauldron Complete and get Aether Spellbomb this turn. And if I want to chump block this, I can. I think I should. Yeah, no, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. But you're right. I definitely had it better. Oh, I want to keep more life total until I have access to black mana. Because every time I reset the Saga, they don't attack. Wow. Huh. Okay, then. So, trigger. Choose that one. Ding me. Pay 1. Okay. Oh! Oh! What? Had 2. Now has 1. Whoa! Okay. I think Spellbomb. Yeah, Spellbomb. Bounce the Germ. Get Kraken. So I think I Needle Cauldron complete. If they have Batterskull here, I have time to deal with it. Go, my minion. Complete. Yeah. Yay! Got him. They are done. And down for the count goes the blue-white Stoneblade deck. Sorry, Bant. Yeah, we could have gotten even more value out of that. Whoa! Oh, we were about to do bad things to them. Okay, just double checking. I think more Engineered Explosives could be okay. It's pretty good on 2, and I don't have like any 2s at all. Maybe we can cut a Thought Monitor because they've been nickel and diming a lot of my creatures down. And maybe I can cut a Rebuke because... Yeah, because it's not the greatest in this matchup. Stub is like kind of tempting. Disenchant is also kind of tempting, but like I think the Engineer Explosives do what I want Disenchant for the most part. Like obviously I want the Metallic Rebukes early, but then late they're really poor. Although they did do work in that matchup, so. So fun fact, I was up at 6:45 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. So I went and worked out, lifted up a bunch of rocks. I'm not joking. I went down near the lake and I found big heavy rocks. And I worked out with a bunch of heavy rocks. And then I drew this hand. Yeah, we got to send this one back. But then I took a nap. Then I was up for a few hours doing a bunch of stuff. Then I took another nap. Kind of leveled out now. Patrick lifts rocks on a daily basis. That he does, sir. All right. I kind of want the Shadowspear just as something to play on turn 1. I think double dispatch is not necessary in the early game. Tapped boom pool. Yikes. Don't counter me. Ooh, I'm a scary Hex Parasite. Ooh. So I didn't get Saga down this turn, but Jesus. Mills 2 Metallic Rebukes and 2 Thought Monitors. I swear that is always the kind of Emry I get. I mean, I guess milling the thought monitors here was kind of okay. Like, it was a kind of a good thing that I'm not drawing 2 thought monitors. But I can almost cast them. Like, it's really not a big help at all. Oh well. No worries. Here comes Teferi. Tempo me, baby. Oh, it'd actually be negative tempo for them to bounce any of my permanents at the moment. It's not the worst use of a turn, like if you feel like you're on the back foot. God, brutal. All right, well, white source, please. Any white sources in chat? Ooh, it's an ugly sentence. Forget I said anything. Scroll! Go get him, Hexy! I think we named Stoneforge here because I've got Teferi covered. I mean, people complaining about Cauldron Complete, I totally understand. But for me, it's just one of those cards that I think it's kind of interesting, like, because it just changes the rules of engagement of Modern a little bit. And, like, the Stoneforge decks didn't have a good proactive threat, like, on its own. Maybe it is too pushed, but it is, like, I don't know. It's scarier out of decks that play more aggressive threats like Ragavan. This deck, like, most of their stuff doesn't matter, so you can kind of just focus on the Cauldron. And they don't, well, they haven't been great at, like, just poking me to death with all their other junk. Heh, poking me to death with their junk. Okay. I'm not attacking here. Well, they can't play Ice Fang. I can attack. Yeah, they can't play Ice Fang. I can attack. Of all the things they could have... Yeah, we're good. Okay. Free life, baby. I'm a good aggro pilot. You sure are, Billy. Now, Billy, let's go visit the killing floor. Oh, don't worry, it's just a name. It's more of a sluice... No, it's more of a metal grating that allows... What is it? Mulched matter to sluice through? It's something like that. Good aggro pilots don't need to count. Take your word for it. So we go this thing, target that, this, tap, this, tap a tap a tap a. Eventually, you just know, you know. Probably Springleaf is what I want here, just to get my mana sorted out. They can fetch up their last color here, but that's fine. So pre-combat, let's go swing with Construct. Now, I guess if they just go block, put in their snow-covered land, I could just dispatch that. But I think I'd rather just take the trade and play Esper Sentinel. And then just play a different construct afterwards. Or just put in a new construct here. We work in the token factory, baby. Work in the token factory. Meet your new best friend, Spellqueller. Tell him what he's won, Quelly. Oh, yeah. You got it. It's all you, baby. It's all you. They have more? Jeez. Crap. One of the concerns I have right now is I haven't seen a sword of any type from them. And if they just draw it and they can go like play equip, sort of feast and famine, crack in, I'm like, ugh, not nice. I do get to grab Aether Spellbomb here, and then I could like end step bounce their Queller, so that's not too bad. Yeah, Spellbomb's what I want, though. I'll play a tap Seachrome Coast. I don't need to do it now, but I did. Swing for the fences, Construct. Swing for the fences. The fuck? Oh my god, what is this draw? So obnoxious. Jesus. Block with both. Why did you even play the second one? What the hell? Whatever. Alright. I'm not mad, opponent. Just disappointed. On the plus side, I've set things up so now they can't get a sword in. And Cauldron Complete is less frightening. So that's good. So it's funny, if I bounce the Spell Queller, they can just replay the Spell Queller, eat the same spell. Which is kind of funny. It's one of those fun little interactions. I just realized I've been screwing up and paying extra life where I didn't need to. Thin Ice. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I... Die, Queller. Okay. All right. Get map or needle on something? No, map is probably fine. Could you stop chain drawing Ice Fangs? My infinite sagas can only do so much work, opponent. They can't carry this whole game. I mean, they have so far. But I mean, I assume they can't carry this whole game. Otherwise, my I'm oppressing you meme becomes a lot less funny. The drawing snow-covered island. Okay, that's good. I still have the Spellbomb to insulate me from Cauldra. They're down to 3 cards in hand. It must be mostly counter magic. It's kind of a onion in the ointment for them. There's an onion in the ointment. I think the play here is go Shadowspear equipped to Esper Sentinel. So now they need to pay 2 if they want to mess with that. Go attack. Construct Squad in color. Spell Queller. Jump block. Okay. I guess I have to bounce the Spell Queller. Oh, wow. Could let this go and play Urza. Alright, let this go and play Urza. Man, if I had 1 more mana. Oh well, not gonna worry about it. Please? Okay. Big game. Alright. I could spin Urza here, but I would rather have the... Oh. That's one of the cards they've had stuck forever. Okay, I see. I would rather have the Spellbomb activation ready to scoop up my Urza. Okay. I see. So I bounce this in response to the ETB, and then they can get 1. And I think I just kill them. I think. Very little chance of a catastrophic downside from this. It's definitely possible. Green. Okay, they could have the last Ice Fang too. Oh, they can also have Teferi still. Crap. Hierarch, sure. And a land drop. They have 1 card left. Better be a good one. It will be. I mean, I don't know that, but judging on these games. Do we know the last card? Oh, it's the Titania. Never mind. They don't have another card. I could needle one of their fetch lands, or I could just get Boots. Boots is better. And cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not even 8. Okay, deal with this opponent. Smash! He-Man. Mm-hmm. Yes, and? Do you know that that has trample? Oh, right. I got to rummage there. All right. That's fine. I don't need to do anything more. What do you got, nerd? Bunch of elementals on the ground won't save you now. Titania, fetch, stomping ground, play. Oh, what is that? The red enchantment from Mirrodin that gives everything haste. The Concordant Crossroads, but in red. Mass Hysteria. That's the one. I mean, attack step. They must have drawn something, otherwise they would have conceded. Settle the wreckage. Uh-huh. Were you trying to clock me? I had like 40 seconds. All right. I'm not feeding my Urza to them like Larynx. I can play fast if I have to. But like, it's funny that they went for that. Like, they were like, oh, better make sure they don't time out. Better make sure. All right, be back in 1 second. 2-0. Alrighty. Chair, 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 chair. Ruining the bedroom stream. Well, I don't know. I think it's just getting started now. There you go. Very slick, Zach. Well done. So when do I put up the like 500 sub points shave my chest? Bunch of the streamers are on the color their hair kick right now. Shave my chest, the new Simpsons song. All tap lands. All right, let's see if we can do this in Modern. We're on the draw, but this hand has a plan. It has a curve. Oh, I am so dead. Unless I draw what? Engineered Explosives. And their curve is... Because Engineered Explosives is actually not that good against Elves. It's fine, but the biggest problem is that they actually split up their mana costs. They have tokens, they have 1s, they have 2s, and they have 3s. Most of their lords are on 3, but if they have an Eladamri... Oh, great! My Metallic Rebuke is now useless. Wonderful. I always looked at my spells and thought, what if you didn't do anything? Saga could let me get Needle for yeah, exactly, Phoenix. No, I was looking at the rebuke lines. That's why I was like, this hand is not that bad. So Boots Bridge puts me on Boots and Sentinel put me on 3 artifacts with 2 lands. Then next turn I have 5 artifacts and 2 mana, which means Thought Monitor next turn. Okay. So again, we have a curve. It's not the best ever, but like obviously beggar not chooser over here. Oh, I could play Saga and still play the Thought Monitor too. And getting Saga in here is what I want to do, because the construct might be relevant. We have the Sentinel in play, which is gonna make them pay 1 if they want to play Collecting Company. So that's certainly not relevant at all. Oh, please have Dwin's Elite. No perfects from them. Dwin's Elite would have been the grotesque play there. Elvish Visionary in Modern? What? So we die like this turn. Well, Bauble is something. If I find Dispatch, I can kill at least one of their lords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 5, 6, 7. Okay. Play the Saga. All right. Am I dead on board? Does this... That does have a pump ability. I have 2 blockers. They have 1, 2... So let's assume they attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they pump the rest of their guys like 3 times. Yeah, we're just dead on board. Never mind. We're done here. We were already dead. They didn't need to have this. This card is irrelevant. Wirewood Symbiote is not legal, but Acquire and Ranger is. Okay, so Sphere seems pretty good. Um, I guess Gust is probably okay. Um, target opponent. All right, we could bring in Blossoming Calm. This is a bit of a strange one. I don't think I'm going to, but it could. Definitely taking out all my rebukes. Probably want this. So Sentinel's not great here. It's okay to have a couple because they just shore up my artifact count. Pithing Needle for War Master as well as Izuri. It's probably good. Just get another Spellbomb. Or, no, not Spellbomb. Sentinel out of here. Okay. All right. I mean, they have a plan. Seems like an abysmal matchup. The red version of this deck would definitely have a better one here. Although Haubid's sideboard was 3 cards short, 2 cards short, 2 cards short. So I added 2 Girapur Aether Grid to the blue-red one because I've been really impressed with that card for the first time ever in these decks. So tap land, then turn 2 dispatch. So we're going for a turn 4 Urza with like very little having happened before. I think that's a mulligan. Can't play this. Just bottom Sentinel and just bottom the Sentinel and just go. Yeah, I think so. Neat to ping someone for 1 every turn with mines. Mines? Thanks, MC Agrippa. MCA Agrippa? Whichever one. MC Agrippa seems correct. Yeah, thank you. It was a good time. Oh, Howling Mines. Got it. I forgot that spell that card used to be in all the turns list. Yeah, the challenge video is actually going up tonight. There's actually a bunch of problems. I got it edited together really nicely, and there were problems with rendering it, which was a huge pain in the ass. So I'm gonna try doing that again sometime for something else. But the audio desyncs through the video. I think it had something to do with me getting the wrong frame rate, but I'm not sure. What is my stream set to? I think it's 24. Yeah, 24. I think I used to be on 30. I changed it when I was trying to get those computer problems hammered out a while back. And anyway. I get dibs on that, Gatto. This is my stream. If anyone has a get-rich-quick scheme so I can get old frame Urzas, I get dibs on that. I built this stream, Gatto. You couldn't ask that question here without my wonderful, glorious work. I'm kidding. You go in with me. We'll get 8. Give me your unli 4 grand to fight for my inheritance that I will split with. Oh, your uncle. Sure. Give me your uncle. Give me your uncle 4 grand to fight for my inheritance that I will split with you. Print fake old border Urzas. They're only available in foil and etched foil, so we kind of get gamed on that one, Georgie. Fake foils are much more complicated than regular fakes. I have one German Modern Horizons card. Sorry, Urza, that came out of the box that I got for myself for my 30th birthday. So I wouldn't want to move that one, and so it kind of puts the kibosh on a lot of the idea of changing what ones that I have. There's only foil or etched foil. Now the etched foil is mostly not foil, but I'll tell you more about it once I get the time warps in the mail. All right, so Izuri or War Leader. I think Izuri is more powerful. I think it gives them trample. Oh, for the love of 1, 2. No, not 24. 2. Yeah, trample. It's like actual factual overrun. Opponent with the perfect curve again. Just hanging out over there with their perfect curve. But I get a big, thick construct that starts swinging with lifelink next turn. So, pretty excited about that. Unless they play a bunch of stuff like Anna Reclaimer to blow up my Shadowspear. But at the moment, I can't really do anything about it. So, let's not say we did. You're up. All right, Saga. Again, you must pick this game up on your back and carry it all the way to the finish line. We finally found a matchup where Emry would have been really, really good, and we don't have one. A classic. I did consider a line where I bounced the Archdruid this turn, but that screws up my mana and my forward momentum so much. I mean, my personal feeling, Phoenix, is you should just buy the cards you want. Good lord. Rather than gambling. Now, if you want the gamble, that's fine. That's an acceptable thing for you, an adult, to choose to do. On top of the fact that you can draft the box if you get a draft box. I'm not telling you like if you decide otherwise, like that's, you know, it's your choice, friend. You can definitely do that. Okay, so I think we can get Hex Parasite here. We have been, Mike. We have been. And not by a little. So get Hex Parasite here to set up for the future. Play Island. Equip Shadowspear. Kraken gain 8. Can bounce the Archdruid. And we'll see. Buy collector's boosters, they're the most fun because they're the most gambling. Most gambling is the most fun. What do you got? Ugh. God damn it. The card is so obnoxious. Oh, no. Uh-huh. Oh my god, what is this? What is this hand? Gross. Oh my god, I didn't play the Saga. How did I not play this? I'm so bad at this game. All right. I was talking apparently on the turn and I missed playing the new Saga. I drew it. I knew I wanted to play it. But I didn't. Well, I'm basically doomed because of that. Yeah. I mean, their hand was obscene again, though. Like, holy shoot. The fact that they either had or sandbagged the Heritage Druid for exactly that moment. But anyway, it seems like a terrible matchup. We can't keep up with that. If I had ever had a dispatch early, we would have been able to at least try, but I just didn't. Can you hit me? All right, I'm off it. I don't care anymore. I'm not waiting around for this disconnect or whatever's happening here. We're basically deterministically dead, especially because I missed playing the Saga there. I played the island instead. Is that what happened? I think it's because the Saga that was in play put the no, I played the Citadel, but I think it was because the Saga that was in play put the trigger on the stack and it distracted me into clicking on a bunch of other crap, and I just took my eye off the ball. So 0-2 to Elves. That seems like an abysmal matchup. I mean, neither game did I actually have a particularly interesting hand, but we don't really have the sideboard for that. I'm trying to think of what it would be. Well, we had Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere would have been insane on that last couple turns, but we just didn't. We only have 2, so it's kind of. This stream brought to you by Pain and Suffering. Get yours today. All right. Rock and or rumble. Confused Ninja. Definitely mulling that one. It's too many expensive spells in the hand. Ah, this is much better. Bye, Robert. Okay. Oh, we just one of the Urzas here. Nice. Turn 1 Parasite, turn 2 Emry. Hope that for once my Emry doesn't immediately die. Never happen. Never happen. In this lifetime. I think I'll lead on Citadel in case I pick up more affinity cards. Is that what I want to do? No, lead on Adarkar Wastes, Darkar Wastes, because then if I pick up, no, there's no way that works out for me. I can crack the Bauble in the first turn cycle, which means with 2 draws, I could hit Esper Sentinel and another white source. The number of untapped white sources is not that high. I think it's correct, though. Considering this deck only plays the 1 Hex Parasite, we have drawn it a lot. Oh, no! Everything's removal. Yay! Oh, yeah. Has Hex been good? Yeah. Hex Parasite single-handedly won us a game, basically. Well, not single-handedly. Hex Parasite and a single Urza Saga. Just we rode the whole game on those two against Bant Stoneblade. Fight the Gatekeeper. Well, we don't like Mountain is there's only 2 mountains in blue-red prowess usually. So this could be the red mid-range deck. Hex Parasite's basically Questing Beast. Hex Parasite Urza Saga is basically Splinter Twin. Don't at me. Mm-hmm. Okay, but kill the Emry, please. I'm just ready to be dead. Thank you. Good lord. I really just constant disappointment. I swear there was a period of Modern where this card was great. Probably Mox Opal. That's a good draw. Kind of. But I need to sack this turn. And then Needle their Islet, I guess. Or just Needle Scalding Tarn and pray that hits something. I think that's more worthwhile. Just take the high risk, high reward play. You didn't even use the you didn't even use an artifact land for that MC Agrippa. I mean, you could, but a lot of the time you didn't. All right, let's get lucky. Now I love Emry even in like non-artifact decks, like non-artifact centric decks, like decks that have like just a couple of artifacts that synergize with Emry. I'm like, yes, this is the best thing ever. Playing things repeatedly out of your graveyard is the greatest thing ever. Opt. Great. Uh-huh. No, I'm ready to take 6. Couldn't have had the early Esper Sentinel in this matchup. No. Had to be like this. Emry and Bauble has been a pretty good relationship. That's true. Well, kills all my stuff. But I don't have more words. It's just it kills all my stuff. 1, 2, 3. So I can make a 4/4. Then they blow up my Hex Parasite. Play EE on 0 to make it a 5/5, or at least a 4/4 when the Hex Parasite dies. They have 4 cards in hand. Blech. Do I have to play the EE on 1 here? I think I do. Then I go chump block, make a construct. Bust the Parasite. Yeah. We'll see. Oh my god. My head. Think we can afford to wait a turn. How many matches have you ever played against Blue Red Prowess, Mike? We're gonna take like 20 damage this turn. Manamorphose. Oh, just a Stormwing. Oh, they can't attack here. Okay, this is huge. Because I can get the construct with a Shadowspear. That's actually not that big for me. It's not bad, but it's not great. Please attack? Oh, but then they have mutagenic growth. Well. Whatever. No mutagen. What the hell? Did they just miss it? I don't know. Good draw. So I can play Esper Sentinel and equip the Shadowspear and have 1 mana left over. Spear will get popped by EE. No, the 0 drops are too low power. They're not worth getting, really, realistically. I forgot to Hex Parasite. It's probably fine. The 2 life was gonna be maybe a non-starter here. I don't have colors. That's fine. I'll gain 8 life. Maybe this will be good enough. Being at 14 seems pretty okay. But they can easily wipe out both my blockers. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I would have gotten to tutor every turn with Parasite had I done it correctly, yes. Arid Mesa. No, my needle. Should have needled the Fiery Islet. I'm just a goon. Oh. Oh my god. All creatures, eh? Well, that sucks. Two cards in hand, though. So each spell gets +4 damage. So I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then Bolt is another 7. So that puts me to 1. Yeah, Lavidart will kill me. Lavidart is 10 damage for 1 mana. The fact that they haven't played anything yet makes me assume that they do not have it. They would just play whatever spell and kill me. Oh, but I do have blockers still, actually. Huh. Oh, it's Lavidart. What tanking was that? Uh-huh. They pay the 1. That was what the tank was about? Are you serious? Holy crap. So what am I taking this turn? 10 plus the 1, 2, 3, 16. 16 damage. I do love that I'm better at doing the prowess math than the prowess players sometimes seem to be. All right. Oh, right, the Lavidart. Oh, so this was actually Exactsies. Because the Lavidarts aren't going to me. 1 mana for 10 damage. Because remember, they get to flash it back for 0. Let's attack a mountain, but they don't care. They had more than enough. Double expressive iteration just crushed me. All right, well, stubs are good here. Extra EE is fine. Needle is terrible. Rebuke is probably okay. Zephyr Boots is no good. Well, it's 2 mana, draw 2, Mike. So kind of a different deal. I don't think I want to play Blossoming Calm. It's prowess, not burn. So a lot of their damage just comes from the fact that their creatures are getting pumped, and they often use their burn spells to clear your creatures. Oh, we have Aether Gust too. Gosh, we have too much stuff here. I don't think I'm actually supposed to bring all of it in. Maybe the stubs are an overreach. No, maybe the rebukes are the overreach. Something here is too much. Yeah, I think the stubs are the thing that are too much. I think everything else is probably okay. We also never again, we never drew a dispatch. Sentinel came down at the wrong time. So I think this deck might want more copies of Glimmervoid though. Maybe you can't afford it, but it feels like we've been stranded on white mana on the early steps a bunch of times. And the way the deck is constructed, clearly you're not supposed to have the white mana on the very earliest part of the game, but I think I would prefer to be able to have it. I can't keep that. All right. Bottom. Actually, this hand is kind of cooking. How many mulligans are they taking over there? 0. Excellent. So we've got Rebuke on 2, Dispatch on 3. I mean, probably in that order, I'm assuming. Not the best draw. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah? That's what we're doing here? I really don't like these fast lands in this deck. I mean, I guess most of the time you have enough mana to be getting along with by the time you draw them. But maybe this is one of those times you get to do an actual rework on a deck. It's pretty early in the format, so there's a chance that there's room for improvement here. Okay, they don't have expressive iteration. They would have played it there. I'm not blocking. I want to attack with my construct. I don't want to block with it this turn. What's the plan, opponent? What do you got? 2 mana. Mid-combat Manamorphose. Oft unseen. Not oft seen. Red, red. Uh-huh. We have dispatch if we... Seriously? No. What was that? That's amazing. My opponent's my favorite now. I like this one. Maybe they're expecting me to... No, I got nothing. I don't know. There's no explanation. So instead of going for the Shadowspear equip all-in play this turn, I think play Emry. Just look to grind them out. So I don't think they can kill me here. I got 2 6/6s. There's Thought Monitor in the graveyard. Come on, one time Emry gets a stick. One time. The Vapor Snake. Yep, paying costs. Lavadar. Where's that going? Construct. Okay. To get it in the graveyard so that they don't have to pay mana for it on this turn? Okay. Hey, how's it going, Philosopher? Hope the world is treating you well. Forked Bolt. All on Emry, of course. Fair enough. Emry falls. Always. Without fail. Emry needs haste, not true fire design. This man's speaking sense. I will mob you. Show me the good stuff. How much you got? They have a Lavadart in their graveyard. And a lightning bolt on the big one. Okay, bigger one. Wow, I'm just not killing either of them here with actual combat damage, huh? Okay. What the fuck? Why wouldn't you? God damn it. Stupid deck. It's a modern Delver. It's just modern Delver. That's all I gotta tell myself. It's just modern Delver. All right, take your 1-for-1. Oh, I'm aware how many cards in hand they have. That's the one I want. You're the one that I want. The one that I want. Woo, 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 honey. I could play this off of artifacts, but I don't care right now. We need to top deck Urza. I got 2 shots at it, but still. It doesn't feel good. Metamorphose on top. Esper Sentinel will be really good too. Come on, what? Now you're just fucking with me. God damn. What am I gonna do? Pop this? Ugh. God damn it, blue-red prowess. So sick of your shit. Uh-huh. What face is that? I don't know who that is. Dan BJ Vince. I don't. Oh my god! What? Ugh. Bleh. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, it's their land. that still draws them cards. Hooray! Alright. Theoretically still alive because of that. 4 cards in hand. Vince McMahon. Okay. I know that has to do with wrestling. That's all I know. I think I have to dispatch this. Probably EE the Soulscar Mage eventually. They push for lethal too. Bonesaw is the best wrestler? I can agree with that. Although, Macho Man Randy Savage, pretty great. Pretty great. Top. Mm-hmm. No, that's fine. I was glad that I didn't get to play any Magic here. I gotta do this now because if I draw Urza, well, no, I would have been okay. What do you have? Okay, I don't think they play anything there that. I mean, this does make it easier for me to pop the EE. Emry's got trample. Watch out. The cream of the crop. Yep. What's that you got there, Randy? The cream will rise to the top. Yeah, he's something. I mean, I just have to E this board, right? There's just nothing for it. I mean, I have no cards in hand. I clearly don't have a plan opponent. Just a dog chasing a car. Don't know what I would do even if I caught one. And I did have 2 cards in hand. I got the Islet, but not much else. 3 mana Storm. Wait, what? Oh, they gut shotted me. Wild. Okay. I can Spellbomb this to guarantee it's off the battlefield, or I could play Thought Monitor for a much higher risk reward situation. They have no Lava Darts in their graveyard right now, and they have 0 cards in hand, but they do have a Fiery Islet. The Islet probably means they draw a burn spell, but they could just draw creatures. How'd they scry? Bottom. So they don't know. I think Thought Monitor's probably okay. If they draw a removal spell, I got a 1. They draw removal and burn, I'm dead. Or if they draw Lava Dart, I'm dead. I think the only way I end up winning this game is by playing Thought Monitor, but I could be convinced otherwise. All right, I'm going to go for it. Chalk it up to Springfield's never give up and never think things through attitude. Yeah, I mean, if I make it through this turn, I'm golden. Kind of. Sack the Islet. What? Okay. I have lived. What? What? Did they not know it had flying? Well, that's fun. What? I guess they could have a counter here, but I still have the mana to pop the Spellbomb. Urza. Yeah, no, I got that Phoenix. How'd they scry? With one hand tied behind their back. Wait, what? I don't. That's not a joke. I mean, it's kind of a joke. It's not really a joke. 2 cards in hand. Dead to burn? Not dead to burn. Don't shock. Don't you dare shock. You've never shocked in your life. They shocked. Second Stormwing. Gosh, that is unfortunate. For you. Oh, there'll be trouble. Trouble it is. Yeah, for you. Toe. Whoa! The big old spidery space
You can run, but
raid.
you can't hide.
Just EE on 5. No, opponent! No, they scooped there. Well, that's just rude. I had to EE like 3 of my own permanents to win that game. It was brutal. It's not fair. There was time now. It's not fair. All right. Are we good? I think we're good. Could have eaten before that turn. We were getting there. We were getting there. Had two Glimmervoids. And if I play the Springleaf Drum on one of those turns, eventually, we could have got there. I think my setup is fine. Yeah. Classic Twilight Zone. Is that an actual Twilight Zone thing? Because I've only seen the Futurama parody. See you, Spidey. Take care now. Bye-bye then. It is. Okay, good to know. Turn 1 suicidal Esper Sentinel. Anyone? Anyone a gambler? On a warm winter's evening. Summer's evening? On a train bound for nowhere. Met up with the gambler. Both too tired to sleep. Yeah, we're definitely not doing that, by the way. So we took turns staring at the window at the darkness. Bottom overtook us. He began to speak. So I can't actually Glimmervoid for anything here, so I think we just play Esper Sentinel this turn, see how many cards I can maybe get out of it, and then eventually we have Aether Gust. Man, this hand is not rebuke friendly. I was kind of hoping to draw some zeros along the way. You don't mind me saying, see you how the hay says. Alright. They are missing blue mana. I don't think that's relevant, but it could be. Scheme Ben's shocked. Crap. No, close enough. Oh, this game I don't have Pithing Needle on Scalding Tarn. I see how it is. I see how it is. Love that for you, opponent. Just thrilled to bits. This is going to be the game where we get run over with no resistance. I feel it. Oh, yeah. Pay your taxes. Where's Spider? Spider, tell him. Yeah, apparently you should pay your taxes. I don't know. I know he went to sleep. Or whatever. Hey, look, it's a... The fuck? Wait, what? First spell. Now I remember. Here was me thinking I was so clever. Well, that's not great. Although it does mean I can play Urza next turn. I have Gust and or Rebuke for now, so we're okay. Like, they won't kill us. It's basically like 10 out of 10 Gust this turn. I gotta stem the bleeding on this. It's too much. Or it will be quickly. Bleeding is bad. So they tell me. Yipes! Okay. You made me bleed my own blood. Going to get you again tomorrow, Simpson. Spell Pierce? Woo! Topped it. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to do a bunch of stuff this turn. How effective will that stuff be? That's for you to decide. I wonder if they have like a mystical dispute in their hand that they didn't fire off or something like that. So, Springleaf Drum gives me access to 1 extra mana this turn. Obviously, Shadowspear is kind of the gas pick here. I think I'm all about the spear. Yeah. Trigger. I haven't actually done the math on this turn because I cannot imagine this actually works out. Huh, well, it's working out so far. That's about to stop. This is all I get. It's really not that impressive against their board. Yeah, we're just going to get melted here, I assume. Oh well, I did what I could. Just needed some 0 mana or 1 mana. Are you kidding me? Vapor Snag. Blech. So now they got Sprightly.